seriously, many things are going on right now, and who are those making those mistakes? Haven't you found my channel yet? You need to find this channel so you stop making all those costly mistakes. I've had so many things recently, like for instance, someone that went to get a job without opening a bank account, and the money she was paid was now paid in a friend's account, and the money and the friend cannot be found anywhere. Who makes such mistakes in this 2022? Not anymore, not when I am here. So you guys, in this video I'm going to be telling you what you need to do once you move to the UK, the most important things to do once you move to the UK. I tell you the truth, life here is not the same as life back home or wherever you are coming from. It is quite different here. So I'm going to tell you everything you need to do to get yourself settled in the UK. By the way, I've got my hot water bottle here with me. If you've watched my video on getting ready for winter, you would know I talked about this hot water bottle, and I said it is a must-have for winter if you really want to survive this winter. So if you haven't got yours yet, go and buy it because it is very important. Right now it's very cold and I'm not even bothered because this water bottle will keep me warm throughout the time I'm shooting this video on until it gets cold, and it doesn't really get cold really easily. It takes a while to get cold. So yes, this is a must-have, and this is also one of the important things to do once you move to the UK, especially in this period. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chinemerem. If it's your first time here, hello, you are most welcome. Do well to subscribe to this beautiful channel, like this video of course, and share the video. So on this channel I talk about moving to the UK, but I also help you to settle, whether you are coming here to study, to work, or anything else. I help you to settle in the UK. If you are new in the UK, or if you're looking to move to the UK soon, I would advise you to subscribe to my channel because I'll be dropping videos every now and then. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are more than amazing. Thank you for coming back today. So you guys, like I said before, people are making grievous mistakes. So in this video I'm just going to tell you the things you should do, the first things you should do once you move to the UK. At least this will be like a settling tips for you if you are moving, or if you have already moved but you haven't done some of these things. This video would help you settle easily in the UK and get the first things done. The very first thing you should do when you move to the UK is to get an accommodation. Of course, when you move to any country at all that is not even the UK, you should get an accommodation, a place to stay, a place to sleep. You don't want to be sleeping outside. Of course, the UK is cold, especially now that we're entering winter. It is getting colder and colder by the day. Do you know that so many people are sleeping outside right now? Yes, accommodation issue is a big deal in the UK now, and people have resorted to sleeping outside. People are sleeping in the library, people are sleeping in horrible places. So if it is possible for you, you can also get this accommodation while you are still in your country. Then when you move here, you are sure you are not going to be stranded. If you don't get one before you move and search intensely for a place to stay. Seriously, it is getting cold. You don't want to be staying outside in the cold. If you are searching for accommodation, whether from outside the UK or inside the UK, there are some websites where you can search for accommodation. Example, we've got Zoopla, Rightmove, Space for Rent, Rooms for Rent. There's also Facebook Market, there's Gumtree. These are places you can search for accommodations and can trust that you will get something good on any of these platforms. The second thing you should do, which is also very important, is to get your new home connected, especially with your electricity and gas. I remember when we moved to our new house and we moved during the cold period. Unfortunately, the gas was broken, but the landlord was not aware and we had to sleep in the cold the whole night. I tried it almost. We couldn't put on the heating because the gas was not connected, right? So we slept in the cold throughout the night. It was very uncomfortable. The very next morning, we called the landlord and said, well, we can't sleep in this house another night if you don't fix this gas. So he got someone and the gas was fixed, and also we were able to heat up the house the next day. So you need to get your house fixed. In fact, the next thing you should do after getting accommodation is to get your house fixed. Be sure that your gas is working, and your electricity as well. Be sure that it is working. Somehow, if your electricity is not working, there are some houses that your gas will not be able to work if your electricity is not working. I don't know if you get what I mean. So you need to switch on your gas source, right? And to switch it on, you need electricity to switch on the gas source. So if you don't have electricity in the house to switch on the gas source, how will the radiators come on? You will not be able to take your shower. You cannot do so many other things. So the very next thing you should do once you get accommodation is to get your house fixed with First of all, heating and electricity. Then with time, you can talk about your TV license, your internet. These ones can come later on. I remember in the video I talked about accommodation, I also mentioned that once you move into a house, whether furnished or unfurnished, you should take pictures of the house, of how the house is looking. This is important because you have to pay some deposit before you move into your house. So if you pay this deposit and when you are moving out, the landlord says, oh, this house is not as good as I gave it to you, so I'm going to take your deposit from you. And if the house was actually not good when you moved in and you have your proof, you can say, no, this was how your house was looking when I moved in, so you have to give me my deposit. Except truly you damaged the house, then you cannot claim that deposit back. The next thing you should do is to get a SIM card. Yes, get a SIM card, because you definitely need a SIM card. If you are a student, if you are a worker, you also need a SIM card. In fact, even to call home, you need SIM card as well. If possible, get this at the airport. Once you drop down at the airport, people that sell SIM cards at the airport, you can get it there once you've been cleared from the immigration. If not, you can get this once you move in and settle. The next thing you will do is to get your BRP. You should go out and get your BRP. There are places you can collect your BRP depending on what was written on your letter. So they will write on your letter where you should collect your BRP. For me, I collected mine from the post office. They wrote on the letter they gave to me that I should collect my BRP from the post office. But that was years and years ago. So I think things have changed now. Your BRP is your biometric residence permit. This is what gives you the permit to stay in the country. This is what, when they tell you you are illegal in the country, you'll be like, no, I'm not. And you will show them your BRP. To go to some places, you need your BRP. Like, to get a job, you need your BRP to get a job, because your employer will need to know what your BRP is like when it will expire and what restrictions you have on your visa. So your BRP will give them all this information. The next thing you should do again is to arrange to get your NIN. Your NIN is a national insurance number. Without your NIN, you cannot work in the UK. Your NIN is what is used to calculate your tax. In fact, every employer will ask you, can we have your NIN? Filling most forms in the UK, you would need your national insurance number. Just fill the form. You can fill it online, or you can fill a paper form and then send it off to them, and they will get back to you in at most 2 weeks. But if they don't get back to you, you can call them and ask them what's up. The other important thing you should do once you move to the UK is to register with your NHS. NHS is the National Health Services. You paid so much money for your IHS, right? So this is where you use that money you paid. If you are a lady, if you are a man, sometimes you could fall sick. You'd need to register first of all before a doctor will see you, except you go for the emergency. And even when you get there as well, they will also ask you for your NHS number. So it is very important that you register. All this information, you can find them online. How to get your NHS number, how to get your NI number, all these things are online, so you can easily find them online. Another important thing you should do is to open a bank account. Yes, a bank account is very important. This is where you get paid. Those people that pay cash are those that do all these illegal jobs, or some kind of jobs anyway. Like I said earlier, I've had stories of someone not opening a bank account and she got a job, and when she got paid for her job, she used a friend's account to get paid, and the friend and the money disappeared. You don't want all that stress. Working in the UK is stressful, to be honest. You get paid for working, not like in some countries where you can just, go to work and be fine, and then you will get paid. Just go to work, sit down and get paid. No, working in the UK means you are actively working. So for every hour you're getting paid, you are sure you are working for that hour. So imagine working for all those hours and someone takes the money off you just like that. It won't be nice. So ensure you open a bank account. I have a video on my channel on how to open a bank account from outside the UK. So if you feel, well, I can't really get it open in the UK right now because I haven't got all the documents, you can check out that video, as I've explained how you can open a bank account without the required documents and from outside the UK. But if you've got the required documents, you can go to the street banks and open an account with them as well, like Barclays, Halifax, NatWest, Lloyds, so many of them. Now, the next thing you should do is to check out your school if you are here as a student, or check out your workplace if you are here as a worker. Know where your school is, know how to navigate, know your classroom, know where you should be having your lectures. Not like on the lecture day you're looking for my classroom and all, and by the time you know it, the lecture is already done for the day. In fact, go to your school, they would give you every information you need. You go online, you register, you set up some things up. You can even find your lecture hall online, but you actually need to find it physically. So yes, go to your school and get involved. And if you are a worker, of course you should go to your workplace, check out how things are done, check out what you need to be doing, check out your job role, your office, and all everything in between. Just check these things out. If you'll be going to work with bus or you'll be going to work with train, you can also check out your trains, check out the buses, check out how easy it is to get to your workplace or to school. Check out everything about why you are here. And if you are here as a student, you also need to find a job because you need some money to keep your body and soul together. Especially if you are looking to, pay your tuition fee, house rent and all. I know it's not easy to be here as a student, but if you come here as a student, you should get a job as soon as possible. And if you are here as a dependent, you should also get a job as soon as possible. You need to support the main person, especially if the primary visa holder is a student, you need to support him or her. As a worker, you will need to find a job because you already have a job, right? But if your dependent is here, your dependent can also use this opportunity to go look for a job if he or she is looking to work. Now, the next thing you should do is, if you've got kids from 3 years and above, you should try and enroll them in a school. Go to your city council and they will guide you, all right? I think I have a video on that as well on my channel. So check out the video, it will help you. They will normally assign your child to a school depending on how close the school is to your place, to where you are living, and some other conditions. The next thing you should do is to register to vote. See, people will be like, oh, I'm not a British citizen, so I can't register to vote, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, you don't have to be a British citizen to register to vote. All you need to do is just to give them your evidence that you are here legally, your address and all, and they will register you to vote. And I tell you what, if you don't have any other documents requested, they will give you some documents about voting. You can use it to open a bank account. And also, even if you are not voting in the actual sense of voting, you need to register to vote, because there are some things that you need to do in this country and they will ask you about this registration to vote. So you actually need it. And I think it is compulsory for everybody above 18 years to register to vote in the UK. But you can do this one later on. Get the first bit sorted at first, and then you can get this one sorted later. Finally, you need to find a place of worship. Yes, it is very important. I know I've talked about this money and all, and of course make friends. UK is very lonely. I'm not going to hide it. It is lonely in this country. So if you don't make friends, you are on your own. Make friends, be open, ask questions, all right? Ask questions, ask people questions. Even if someone tells you, I beg, get out, you will know that you've already asked. Don't feel bad. I know most people, when they come here, they have this pride. We have this pride from back home. When you ask someone question and the person says, well, the person snubs you, you'll be like, well, I'm not asking any other person question in this country. If you don't ask, then you lose. So ask questions. Don't think you are a fool. You are not a fool. You only be a fool if you don't ask those questions. So ask questions. Where am I going to? How do I do this? How do I do that? In this country, like I always say, if you are not informed, you'll be deformed. You need those connections. You need to ask questions. You need friends in your life to make your life easier in this country. So try and ask questions. It will really help you through everything else I've said. Asking questions will help you through everything I've said here in this video. Finally, once you come here, set your goals. Especially if you are coming as a student, set your goals. Honestly, set your goals, because you will think I have time. 1 year, 2 years will go like this, and you'll be like, where did the time fly to? If you're looking to get a job upon graduation, start working towards that once you move to the UK. Start working towards getting a job, a sponsored job. You can volunteer to work in the field you want to work later on, and ask people, how can I get a job? How are things done in this area? And people will guide you aright if you see the right person. But asking questions doesn't mean you should just take any advice like that without even thinking about it. Ask questions, but yes, think about the advice you're taking from people, because people give some advice that are not good at all, just because they want to talk. So when you ask questions, be guided as well. When you are taking advice from people, be guided. Yeah. If you are also here as a worker, set your goals as well, and it will really help you in this country. See, these are the things that they seem small, but they are the things that can make or mar you in this country. I thought I should share it with you guys because you know it will be helpful to some people, and it will help you not to make all those mistakes that people make out there, and it costs them a lot. Follow these guidelines and also research more about the country you've come to and how things are done. Yes, that's that about this video. I hope it helps. Until I come your way again the next time, to take care, stay safe, and bye.